please don't miss the vision of what we're trying to do. I said, we're trying to spread awareness in communities of color and to really like get stigma out of here when it comes to mental health. And he said, you guys just come anyway. And when I tell you, I knew. And then it was so funny because I always tell the story. I loved Method Man growing up. Like Method Man, when I was at Park Avenue, he had just came out. I loved Method Man. So me and Markel are in the waiting room, and I look on the table, and I see there's like a bottle of Moet, and it has Method Man's name on it. As soon as I go to turn to tell Markel, like, Method Man, he's coming through the door. And I said to my mother, I said, that's when you know God is just winking at you and saying, I got you.
You doing good work, girl. I'm going to give you a little...
Girl.
Hello, and welcome to another episode of the Sis Stop Sulking podcast, a safe space for women prioritizing their health, their self-care, and their goals. My name is Ms.TashaTalksLife, and today we have the beautiful Apryl Smith here with us today. She is from Hopkins Beauty Solutions boutique. Super excited to hear about that. So let's jump right in. Apryl, how you doing? Introduce yourself.
Hello, Tasha. I'm Apryl Smith. And I'm here from Hopkins Beauty Solutions. And yes, we have a boutique in Amityville Village Amityville all day. And we're located at 188-D Park Avenue in Amityville.
Yes, welcome to the show. And for those that don't know and are new here, welcome to you as well. But I am, and we are from Amityville, New York, Long Island.
Yes. Yes.
So a little bit of backstory. Apryl and I went to school together. I'm a little bit older than Apryl, but we went to school together. And even outside of that, because that was a long time ago, we have been like in the same circles as far as like vending events or women empowerment events. So when I heard she had this boutique, I was like, oh my goodness, I got to hear more about it. I got to, get her on the show to share with everyone else. And also, I'm going to pop up in there too and get some personal shopping.
Definitely.
Yeah, so I'm so excited for you. So let's just jump right in. So tell us a little bit about how you got started, because I don't know any people personally that have their own boutique. So I'm super proud and intrigued by the journey. So just share that with us.
Thank you so much, Tasha. So it all started at the age of 21. I was approached in the Pathmark parking lot in Massapequa about selling Mary Kay cosmetics. And at first I was like, yeah, absolutely not. Like, I like to wear lipstick with some lip liner, but I wasn't really like makeup girl. But the girl was so convincing. I was like, okay. And then I ended up being under Miss Renee, who she was known all over Amityville for her Mary Kay being a director. So I started off there. I was in Mary Kay for a few years, and then I started selling, I think we first started with handbags. So we started selling handbags because I wanted to add to the experience, because women love to get their skincare done, their makeup done. But then it was like, what else could I offer, as a businesswoman? And then it just started going from there. We grew from handbags to clothes. We now sell shapewear. We sell earrings, because we wanted to be a one-stop diva shop. So I wanted women to be able to come in and get a whole makeover. So that's how it started.
I love that. And, I did Mary Kay too at one point.
Oh, wow.
My favorite product, and this is funny, my favorite product was the satin hands. So go
figure. Yes.
And I don't know, I guess whoever approached me I don't remember it that vividly, but they must have been very convincing too, because I did not wear makeup at all. Like, I think I wore back then the lip gloss that had the little ball on it. So you get that from like the beauty supplies.
Yeah, that's same. I was not like, yeah, same.
So it was kind of like
wild. Like, remember that Wet and Wild, like, cheap
exactly.
Yes.
Exactly. So the funny thing is, I think what happens is we have a burning desire to be entrepreneurs or to serve. And in that burning, we don't know at such a young age, or just in our lack of knowledge about how it works, what it is that we truly want to do. But it's important to just try different things, right? Because we went from
Absolutely.
Mary Kay. I did body magic.
I did too. I did too.
I did party planning. I sold adult toys. I did, oh my God, what else? I did, I'm still doing the wellness company, which is all natural products. So
Yes.
you just, just figuring it out and trying to find out like what fits and how you can serve. And there's nothing wrong with like transitioning. Okay, it served this purpose and now I'm on to the next, right? So,
Absolutely.
so yeah,
Tasha, you have to try, and you're absolutely right. You have to try it to
yeah.
figure out where you're going. And that, because it's funny, Tasha, we were just talking about this. I started off in college going to school for teaching because
Mhm.
everybody said, April, you work in a church nursery. You're so good with kids. The kids love you. You need to be a teacher. So I went to SUNY Old Westbury. I got all the way into my senior year. I went to do an internship at Amityville Park Avenue because I was working for the school district at the time. I was
Right.
working in the superintendent's office. So I'm like, okay, girl, I got in the classroom, third grade classroom, and I literally dropped out of school. I said, this is not what I wanted at all. Tasha, I sat in that classroom in Park Avenue. The kids was running all around. And I said, this is not, no, to get that far. But I love to teach or show people things, but not to be a teacher per se in that manner.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah, it was like amazing though. Every time I think about it, I crack up. I sat in that
No.
classroom and said, oh, nope, nope, nope.
That is truly like that's hilarious. And the thing is, and I think that in that story, I resonate with it in a way because so many times we do or we follow what other people say that we should
Absolutely.
do because we value their opinion. We are maybe unsure of what it is that we truly want to do for ourselves. Hey, sis, are you struggling with forgiveness? Are you struggling with acknowledging things? Are you struggling with growing from past pain and trauma that has happened to you? We all have a story. And in this book, I share part memoir, part methodology. Part of the story is about my life and on how I was able to go forward from past pain, but using the framework that is inside. So if you're looking for a simple strategy that works, you are going to want to order this book. Go to TashaTalksLife.com for your autographed copy. Let's get back into the episode. Say you should do this, and then you go into it, and then you realize, like, wait a minute, but I'm sure along that journey, there was some lessons that you learned. There was something that you took from
Absolutely.
that, so
Absolutely.
things happen for a reason. But I think that it's very important sometimes that we kind of sit with ourselves to see what
Yes.
exactly, what it is that we want to do without. And I used to be a person that needed validation. Like, should I do this? What does this look like? What do you think about this? You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? And
Same. Same.
now I'm at a point where I'm like, I listen, I sit still with God because honestly, he's the only one that I really should be confiding in, if I'm honest.
Absolutely.
Right. And then he's
Because no
going
one else knows the vision that God has shown you. So I can't tell
exactly,
you what to do with what God has shown you to do because I'm not going to know. Like, you know what I'm saying?
exactly,
Only God
exactly.
can. Absolutely.
And people tell you what they think because they want to protect you or because they
Yes.
don't really know themselves. But I think that the best advice, and I know we're going to get back to the boutique and all that, but I think the best advice for myself and what I share with my clients and stuff is that if you don't know what to do, you just be still. You do nothing.
Yes.
You do nothing. Because if you don't know what to do and then you go and talk to mommy, you talk to your partner, you talk to this one, now you're getting all of these different opinions and you're even more confused.
Yes. And Tasha, so you're coming down Front Street for me. That's what my pastor always says. You're coming down Front Street for me because, especially at 21, everybody was like, you're selling what? Mary Kay. Why do you want to have a business? You know what I mean? And people were really like, oh, but Mary Kay was what led me to my ultimate purpose. And
Come
had I
on.
not tried it, I wouldn't be doing business, to be honest with you. Or maybe I would be, but it would have been a totally different path. But I learned so much being in Mary Kay, especially under Miss Renee and my other director, Miss Jackie. They taught me a lot about business and being an entrepreneur and being a woman and a woman of color in business. So it was really like an awesome experience to be surrounded with so many other women who were trying to build business together. So it was
Yes.
definitely an experience that I did need to go through. And
Yes.
thank God, like my mom has always, like, she's always backed me up. So, it just helped me though. But I
Mhm.
definitely needed to go down that avenue.
Yeah, no, for sure, for sure. And so you said that, so you started, you did Mary Kay while you were in school?
So yeah, it was literally right in the like intern, like it was like right there. Like I literally was like, oh no, this isn't for me. So I was in school and then I ended up unfortunately leaving. But
Mm-hmm,
yeah,
mm-hmm.
I started Mary Kay because then I was like, but this is like, I realized the entrepreneur was like what I really wanted to do.
Right,
And I was
right,
like,
right.
yeah, this
Hey,
isn't.
hey, my name is Ms. Tasha Talks Life, and I teach women how to create positive change in their lifestyle by making simple tweaks to their mindset, their self care, and their goals. So join us January 6th for the Vision Board and Goal Getter Mastermind. This is a place for women that are mompreneurs. If you're a career driven woman, if you just have an idea and you feel like you want to start a business, you want to be in this room. In this room, we will be hearing from powerhouse women that are going to pour into us and give us some tips and strategies that we can implement right away. And also, you'll be crafting your own vision boards. You'll have strategic planning for the quarter, as well as connect with like-minded women, share ideas, and expand your network. And all of this is for the early bird special of $35. Now, the price is going up, so I wouldn't wait, but get your ticket, share it with a friend, buy 2 tickets and gift one to a friend. If you have someone that you know needs to be in this room, because I'm telling you, it is going to be lit. And then we have one of the best chefs in Long Island, Choices by M&R. They are going to be catering the refreshments for us. So you definitely don't want to miss this event. It's going to be game-changing opportunity for you to soar into 2024 with clarity and confidence. So go to TashaTalksLife.com. There's more details there, as well as register your ticket for the early bird of $35. I cannot wait to see you. So what was the journey once you decided like, okay, no, the classroom is not it? What was the journey like from there? Like, what was the next step?
So I was working full time. Like I was saying at the time, I was working at Amityville School District. I was working full time. I was going to school full time, but at Amityville School District, I was temping, but it was like a long term assignment. So once I finished with that, I continued to work, but I continued to build my business on the side. So I just kept working and building my
Okay.
business.
All right. Nice, nice, nice. So what was the I know you said that when you're doing the Mary Kay, you really didn't know much about it and you had some really awesome mentors. What are some key things that you said, they helped you, they shaped you to being like what a woman is and just, about a Black woman in business? What are some of your key takeaways that you can share?
So one of the biggest key takeaways is exactly what you were saying about not listening to outside noise, but also knowing that your friends and family love you, but everyone is not going to support you, and don't take it personally, because sometimes they just either don't need the products or it's just not something for them or something that they can see for themselves, so they can't see it for you, if that makes sense. Another thing is you can't do everything by yourself. You definitely need a support system. So lean on your village and on your people that you have in your life that will support you and hold you up in those times where you are doubting, your vision or doubting what you're doing at the moment. Because you're gonna have your moments where you're like, what am I doing?
Yeah.
Like, what? So definitely lean on your village. And of course, it doesn't have to be a lot of people because sometimes it's only one or two trusted people that you can definitely speak to and vent to, and they're not going to judge you or hold it against you when you're having a rough moment. And then the other thing is that we all do need mentors and people to talk to who are, further ahead of where we're trying to get to. So definitely have a mentor that you can also, be led by.
Yeah, I love all of that because for sure, the part about family supporting and friends supporting you, like I've done a lot, right? I did hair for 11 years. I've done all the different MLMs. I've done it all. And that one, I think for me, it took me a while to really understand and really like, because I feel like, well, why not? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, wait,
Right.
what do you mean? Like, you don't believe in what I'm saying? Like, I'm telling you, and that I think was just my pride, just feeling like they owe me something when they don't, right?
Right.
And
Absolutely.
when I started coaching and going through my certification with that, part of it was just thinking like, okay, those people are not your family and friends. 9, 10 times out of 10 is not your ideal client, right?
Yeah.
They're not the people. If they support you, that's just cream on the top, right? It's
Yes,
not. And
absolutely.
so once I grabbed that, and I was like, wow, so I don't even feel any type of way when I have a big event and someone super duper close to me doesn't support or doesn't show up or don't, because who's for me and who's for this is going to be there. And
Absolutely.
so that's a gold nugget for anybody. And I think, ladies, if you're listening and you have a business or you're starting this entrepreneurship and you really want to, maybe you should jot those things down, because needing a mentor is super important as well. And it doesn't have to be, right, like if you're first starting out, you don't need to invest financially in a mentor. Maybe you can probably find someone that you resonate with on social media, or someone that you resonate with on YouTube, and kind of watch their content, or take some, look at that stuff. Because that's how I started. When I started in my personal development in 2017, I was looking at Sarah Jake Roberts. I was listening to Wayne Dyer. I was listening to Les Brown, Mel Robbins, Oprah Winfrey. And those were my mentors. And so when I became a little more seasoned into my profession, and now I'm looking into professional development, that's when I started investing financially into mentorship and coaching and things like that. So yeah, so I love that. I think that was a good tip, very good tips as far
And you know what? Another thing too, sometimes you have to step outside the box. So I was looking for a mentor, and I think this was around like 20. No, it was actually, it was probably before 2017, but I reached out because I was at the time watching Love and Hip Hop New York. And I remember there was a makeup artist on the show, because I think at the time I still was even in Mary Kay. So this was a while back. And I just went in her DMs. Yes, I hit her up in the DMs, and I just said, "Hi, Nima. I see that you're one of the makeup artists at Love and Hip Hop. I would love to sit down with you and talk to you." Do you know she invited myself and my husband out to the city? We sat, interviewed her, talked to her. Till this day, me and her still keep in touch. She was wonderful. And it was literally just let me just shoot my shot and see what happens. And she was amazing. And like I said, we're still friends to this day. Like, we keep in touch, but it was just one of those, God will lead you. Let me put it that way. God will tell you who to reach out to and will lead you to what you need.
Listen, a couple of episodes ago, I had this wonderful woman on the show, and she, her declaration was, be willing to stand on a mountain of no's to get to one yes, right? And so for me, I mean, I've always heard chase the no, whatever. When she said that, it just was like, so sometimes, like when I, like with this event that I have coming up, I've been asking and asking, and people have been saying yes. And I'm just like blown away. And every time I get another yes, I'm just like blown. I'm like, I'm batting 1,000 right now. God is so good, right?
Absolutely.
I
saw your lineup and I'm like, oh, I'm with it. I'm with it. And I'm connected to a few people. I was like, okay, I'm with this.
Girl, I said, okay, God, I see you, but be willing to stand on a mountain of no's for one yes, and also shooting your shot. It don't. The worst that somebody can say is no. Ask. And people are looking to serve. So when you don't ask and you feel like you're bothering, or you feel like you don't want to, or number one, you're shrinking, right? You're feeling that you're shrinking. And number two, you're blocking other people's blessings, because it may be for them to serve. It may be something that they need to do. So girl,
Tasha,
listen.
You're encouraging me. So let me tell you why, because it's been in my spirit. So back in 2017, I did this whole mental health event with Michelle Williams from Destiny's Child, and ended up on Breakfast Club. And again, it was one of those shoot your shot. I've never worked as like a publicist or anything like that, but I reached out to Power 105.1, asked about having an interview, but I've stopped doing the mental health events because I no longer work for the agency that I was working for. Okay. But what my vision has been is to have mental health events in communities of color, because we always need that awareness. It was such like a taboo to talk about mental health issues in communities of color. And like as soon as I told my mom what I wanted to do, she jumped on board. But again, it was one of those, I literally reached out first to Genuine because both of his parents completed a suicide. But at the time, he wasn't ready to talk about it. So then the woman I called, she's like, well, I do represent Michelle Williams from Destiny's Child. So I was like, my agency is not going to be able to afford no Michelle Williams, Beyonce's friend. Like, you're right. So I go to my CEO and I'm like, I really want to do this event. And it was amazing how he just jumped on board.
That's
And
awesome.
was like, okay, well, we can afford it. And they did like, what they had to do. We did some fundraising and, got sponsorships. But it's exactly what you said. If you shrink yourself, first of all, you never know what you could achieve. And then we ended up booking it. I had Markel as the host for the event. So Michelle Williams was supposed to come to Breakfast Club with us. We were just going to go there just to be there. They called me the night before and go, oh, no, she's not coming until the day of. She's not going to be there for the interview. So I called Markel. I'm all upset, like, oh, my God, I promised Power 105.1 Michelle Williams. Like, what am I going to do? Markel said, God. He was like, write the man back. He said, and tell them that Michelle Williams can't come. He's like, and just, explain what your goal is. So I write the guy back and I'm like, listen, please don't miss the vision of what we're trying to do. I said, we're trying to spread awareness in communities of color and to really like get stigma out of here when it comes to mental health. And he said, you guys just come anyway. And when I tell you, I knew. And then it was so funny because I always tell the story. I loved Method Man growing up. Like Method Man, when I was in Park Avenue, he had just came out. I loved Method Man. So me and Markel are in the waiting room, and I look on the table, and I see there's like a bottle of Moet, and it has Method Man's name on it. As soon as I go to turn to tell Markel, like, Method Man, he's coming through the door. And I said to my mother, I said, that's when God is just winking at you and saying, I got you.
You do a good work, girl. I'm gonna give you a little
girl, because it was everything. It was everything. I mean, he literally sat in that waiting room, talked to me and Markel like we were people he knew for years. Like he was so down to earth. But it was just one of those things that was like full circle. And it's like when you do God's work, God will show up for you in so many ways that you don't even expect it. I'm about to cry. But God is so good. And I'm telling you, he'll show up when you least expect it in ways that it blows you away.
And all he's asking for is for you to just lean on him, for you to just trust, for you to have faith. And I think that people miss that. They miss that mark because they self-doubt or, imposter syndrome and stuff. And so, and my thing is this, and this is something I've been sharing with people like close to me, is that whenever you're starting to feel fear, think about the last time.
Yes.
Right? Think about and honestly, it ain't like you got to think so far. He's constantly blessed. Think about the last time. And so for me, it's like so empowering, and I got goosebumps right now because I know where my help comes from, and I know as long as I tap into the source, I can't fail. And if it doesn't work, it wasn't meant to work.
Yes.
Right? If it doesn't work, it wasn't meant to. So what am I? So I got to go on to the next. So
yes,
girl. Now we have a whole look. We're 2 or 3. We're 2 or 3.
Yes, but you're so right. Like that was just so encouraging because even with this boutique, we've only been open for 2 months. And even with that, like it's a step out on faith. And sometimes your mind will be like, girl, what was you thinking? Like you're doing this boutique. But God always, like you said, he comes through. Yeah. Even when I'm crying and I'm like, oh Lord, what did I do? God still shows up every time.
Yep.
Every time.
That's his promise. So tell us, like, what is the style? Like how, because I know that I saw where you said that there's like a free, like a private shopping experience. Can you tell us about the private shopping experience?
At Hopkins Beauty Solutions Boutique, we are all about a private, personalized shopping experience. So what we would like is for everyone to book their appointments through our website. And when you come in, it's literally just going to be you. And if you bring one other person, like, if you want to. But we prefer for it just to be you. We want it to be a peaceful environment. where you can kind of lay your hair down, shop. You can see what we have in our main showroom, but then I'll also bring in other stuff while you're sitting there to show you other things that we have to offer, what you're looking for. And if we don't have exactly what you want, we also will try our best to get it for you. So we're all about that personalized private shopping experience where it's just you and me, and I'm here to serve you. So we really want women, and I mean, we want all types of women to come in and just enjoy themselves.
Yeah.
And we have a range of prices, so we're not extremely expensive or anything like that. We want everyday women who are hardworking, stay at home moms, rich women, whoever wants to come. We want all different types of women to come into our store and just feel special and just feel the piece of our boutique.
Well, I love it, and I'm gonna tell you why, right? Because I'm not a typical girly girl when it comes to shopping. Like, I'm not gonna say, let's just go to the mall. Like, let's go and whatever we
Right.
see. I am very intentional.
Yes.
My time is very valuable, right? I'm doing 100 things. So when it comes down to shopping, I'm usually shopping for a specific piece or a specific event. So for me to just go to the mall or just go to the outlets or something like that, that is not a enjoyable. But when I
Right.
think about going to a space that is specific that is just for me, and I get this one-on-one attention where I can ask questions, I can, feel important, feel
Yes.
that, to me, is a time. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Absolutely.
so
Absolutely.
I would rather spend my time with you in a boutique where it's one-on-one, whatever, maybe a friend, probably not, because I don't like going with other people either, because my taste is very different and I like different pieces. But if someone's like, "Oh, you're gonna get that?" Oh, I don't know. It makes me second guess, and then it also
Yes.
makes me feel like, I don't know. So I like to go by myself, and I'm very
Yes.
intentional. So ladies, if you are looking for the ultimate, if you want to feel like a diva for the day,
Yes. That's
you
what we're
want
here for.
to book your appointment, pull up on April and get the experience. I'm definitely gonna book mine because I have a couple of things coming up. So
Yes.
I'm gonna need a little help.
Yes, absolutely. And we offer, like I said, we offer clothing. We offer, I mean, from, comfortable sweatsuit outfits to blazers to dresses. We're also offering, if women are looking for, well, I should say ladies are looking for prom dresses, bridal gowns. We're even going that deep now where we're finding the perfect gowns. Like, we also have shapewear because we're all about that foundation under your clothes. So, for thin, curvy women, we have it for all. We also have makeup. So I do have a makeup line that is named after my grandmother. So we offer makeup services. We offer slimming wraps. We offer it all. So come
Really,
on
I
down.
love that.
We
So
offer it all.
tell me a little bit about the name after your grandmother.
Yeah, so my grandmother's name was Leadia. She
Mhm.
was Leadia Hopkins was her married name. And my grandmother was everything to me. I only have 5 years with her, but my mother always tells the story that when she brought me home from the hospital, my grandmother had MS, just for background, and she was in a hospital bed. So my mother sat me on her chest and she said, there was a white light that shone through from my eyes to my grandmother's eyes.
Mhm.
And she said it was so powerful that we all like jumped back. And me and my grandmother just was so close through the years. And even though she was in a hospital bed, her spirit was everything. Her
Oh.
spirit was everything. So she was an entrepreneur, my grandmother. She had 6 children. She was a domestic violence survivor. And then she went to cosmetology school and she had a hair salon with her cousin. And it just inspired me so much. So I had to name my products after her because
That's
it's just
dope.
such an honor to have her as a grandmother. It really
That's
was.
dope. I love that. I love
Thank
that.
you.
No, that's dope. So yeah, so that's great. So I am, like I said, ladies, I want you to, can you tell them how they can connect with you? Wait, let me back up because I want to do the this or that segment.
Yes.
This or that is a game where I'm going to say two things and you're going to say the one that resonates with you most. This is just a little fun little game that we're going to play.
Yes.
You up for it?
I'm up for it.
Okay. All right, let's start. First, heels or flats?
So when I'm going out to somewhere nice, I'm a heels girl, but my everyday nowadays is flats.
I feel you. Wine or cocktails?
So I love wine, but I'm also a bartender and I love my Moscato with peach schnapps. So I do wine, but I just add a little extra into it.
So wine and cocktails. Wine and cocktails. That's cute. That's cute. I'm gonna have to try that. Oh, you have to try.
It's
You have to make
delicious.
that
Let
for
me know.
Okay. Beach or ski resort?
Ski resort. I am not a sand girl. I will. So when I vacation, I will go to those islands, but I'm not a sand girl at all. And
Yeah.
I think, I would say skiing. I went skiing when I was a young girl, so I would say skiing.
Okay, love it. Lazy river or roller coaster?
So I'm gonna say lazy river. Because girl, now I'm scared of roller coasters. I used to do it back in the day, but I think when I was young, I know no better.
Seriously. Panties or thong?
I'm a savage Fenty girl, so I'm with her panties. Her panties are everything, okay, girl?
I love it.
Everything.
I love it. Read a book or watch a movie?
I would have to say read a book.
Okay.
I love reading. I love reading books for business knowledge, but my guilty pleasure is that Thug Love. Them Thug Love books, girl, that's my thing.
I'm trying to think. I remember back in the day, you used to can get like, I forget the name of the company, but you used to go order like 5 books for $1 or something like that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and I used to rack up on those books.
Me too. I was the Omar Tyree fan with the Fly Girl book, with Coldest Winter Ever.
Coldest Winter Ever. I have all of those. Oh my God.
I was the Zane book lover. All that.
Yes, girl. That's what got me to love reading.
I'm telling you.
That is so funny. All right. Makeup or fresh face?
I'm a makeup girl. I am a makeup girl. Yes.
Okay. Coffee or tea?
So I don't drink really neither. I'm a hot chocolate girl.
Okay. All year round?
I'm all about hot chocolate. Yes, all year round.
That's nice. Okay. Maybe I'll add that. Pizza or burger?
I'm a pizza girl. I can eat pizza 2-3 times a week. I'm trying to cut back, but I love pizza.
Pizza's very good. Yeah.
Yes.
I just had the margarita pizza.
Yes.
It's so good. I didn't expect
that's with the tomatoes, right?
Yeah, it was very good. And
Absolutely.
It's supposed to be a little bit healthier, but it was, I don't know, but it was so good.
Yeah, it's delicious.
Skirts or pants?
So now, that's a great question, Tasha. I think I'm a pants girl more so though.
Okay.
Yes.
Couple more. Morning person or late nighter?
Morning. Girl, late night, please throw me in the trash. Morning person.
Lately, I've been late. I've been up late because of the things I got going on. But yeah, she said, throw me in the trash. Dogs or cats?
Dogs. I'm not a cat fan at all. Definitely dogs.
And this is a 3-part. Okay, so you still got to pick one.
Okay.
Chef, housekeeper, or chauffeur?
So for me, I think it would be housekeeper.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Okay. All right.
Absolutely. My poor husband now, he be doing the extras for me because I'll be like, babe, I don't mind cooking. I got you with the cooking and driving. But when I'm busy, he definitely, thank God, will do the laundry cleanup. So I appreciate that.
Shout out to him. Yes. Well, that was fun. Thank you so much for playing. That was fun.
Thank you so much.
So tell us where we can find you. Tell us a little bit about what you have for them, the gift that you have for them.
Yes. So if you book your private personal shopping experience or any one of our experiences on our website, www.hopkinsbeautysolutions.com, and if you say that you saw me on Sis Stop Sulking, you will get a free pair of earrings. So definitely, please book your appointment. And you know what? I'm actually going to do, even on our website, if you put in Tasha in the coupon code, then we will also give you 20% off your order.
Nice.
So you
Can
can
you
either
make
come
it?
in.
Can you make it Sis Stop Sulking as the code?
Yes, I
Okay.
definitely can. So
Mhm.
we'll do that, Sis Stop Sulking,
Yeah.
as the code.
Perfect. Thank you so
Absolutely.
much. Thank you. Thank you. So, ladies, please visit hopkinsbeautysolutions.com to book your private experience. That is, I love that. I love that. So,
Yes.
April, before we let you go, at the end of every episode, we share one declaration, affirmation that is dear to us. We add them to our journals. And so we want you to share a declaration that we can also repeat and add to our journals as well.
Absolutely. So the declaration I'm going to give you is the one that my grandmother used to always say, and that is, a little powder, a little paint makes a girl feel like what she ain't.
A little powder, a little paint makes a girl feel like what she ain't.
Yes.
I love that.
So
That's cute.
that is like our running theme of the women in our family. We always say that.
That's
So
cute.
yes.
That's cute. No, I love it because, honestly, when you get a little beat, you feel a lot better, honey.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So I'm like,
Yes,
there's so many times where you might feel run down, but you put some makeup on, put a little curls or put your hair up, however, and you ready to take on the world.
for
That's what us
sure.
women
For
have to
sure.
do.
Because you have to be more confident, and that definitely brings confidence. So thank you so much, April. April, that
Yes.
was amazing. So I want to share that right now tickets are on sale for the Vision Board and Goal Getter Mastermind on January 6th. 2024. This event is for women that are mompreneurs, career driven, or just have interest in starting a business, a side hustle, whatever that may be for you. In this room, we have dope women that are going to be speaking. We have where you'll be creating a vision board of your own, as well as planning your quarterly goals for the first quarter of 2024. This event is going to be catered by Choices by M&R, which is one of the best catering companies in Long Island. They are sponsoring the food. It's just super exciting, and I'm just excited for it. So ladies, go to TashaTalksLife.com/mastermind to get your tickets. They're $35 for right now. The price is going up, and there's also vending opportunities. So yeah, so I'm excited for that. April, you're gonna pull up on us?
Yes, I am, girl. I was going to say we will be there vending, and I'm so excited about this whole event. I'm so
Yes,
excited.
it's
I know
gonna be great.
Yolanda, so I am here for it all. I'm here
Okay.
for it all.
Yeah, it's gonna be amazing. I'm just so excited too. So, ladies, get your tickets so you can be in the building. You can see April and Hopkins Beauty Solutions up front. And thank you so much. I want you ladies to remember that your past does not dictate your future. Be well till next time.